Death Stranding is not a normal AAA game. Some poor souls out there are huge fans of Metal Gear Solid, and when they picked this game up, they were super disappointed. They checked out the gameplay trailers, and they were like, yeah, okay, this has stealth, futuristic technology, confusing story, okay, I'm in. But Death Stranding isn't that. Not at all. Death Stranding tries so many things at once and really hits the mark with a lot of them. Innovative gameplay, check. Innovative story, check. Innovative soundtracks, check. Innovative multiplayer, check, check, check. From the beginning, Death Stranding was a super mysterious project that was birthed from the death of PT. You had Hideo Kojima, fresh from Konami, you had Norman Reedus, Guillermo del Toro, Mads Mikkelsen, and a weird-ass baby. No one knew what this project was, and that intrigued so many people. As time went on, we found out more and more bits. We found out that it was about trekking across the country and delivering things. But for me, I thought, man, there's gotta be more. Who would play that kind of stupid-ass game? And if you haven't touched the game, just watching Death Stranding gameplay is super boring. But it's a whole different experience, playing it yourself. The fact of the matter is, Death Stranding is an innovative, risk-taking game. All that shit about being a new Strand type of game, it's not bullshit. It's not something strange just for the sake of being strange, and it's not afraid of its core premise. There's no hidden agenda behind the transportation of cargo. The game is about that. The game starts you off in a series of minimal gameplay and cutscenes that play out like a movie. You get all your relevant story tidbits and then you just get going. You play as Sam Porter Bridges and you transport packages. That's your life, and it's a simple one. You're basically roped into this mission to reunite America by connecting the scattered and isolated cities into something called the Chiral Network. Along the way, you get help from Guillermo del Toro, Junji Ito, Conan O'Brien, and a baby. And you also run into Leah Seydoux, I can't do French, but Leah, you know her, and Mads Mikkelsen. And these undead ghost things that suck called BTs. If you go into this game not expecting anything and you let yourself just feel it out, you may find yourself in love with it, like I am. The so-called tedium of the game becomes something you look forward to, something you really deeply connect to. When I'm transporting cargo, I'm just in sync with the game, man. I am Sam. I'm trying to balance my huge load and walk across rivers. I'm trying my best to not die from BTs because I need to deliver my goddamn packages. The game is just so well designed, it's hyper-focused around this one gameplay loop. You pick up an order, you set up the cargo, and then you deliver it. Then you start to run into lost cargo, which you can pick up, deliver yourself, or hand off to a safe location. Then you have to decide your route, taking in factors like, am I going through BT or mule territory? Do I want to avoid them? How much damage can this cargo take? How long do I have to deliver? How many deliveries can I fit on this route? How much can I carry? How much equipment do I want on this journey? And boom, you got a cool-ass gameplay loop. You make something so basic into your game. And the best part about this is that you condition your players into making this important. Delivery is the goal. Optimization is key. And because the whole game is like this, even the side quests feel like they're an integrated part of the story. Never do you feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, like in something like Red Dead Redemption. It feels like it's part of the job, it's part of the story, it's integrated. And you feel like you're an important person in this world. The story makes you out to be this legendary transporter, or porter as they're called, the only one who can link everything. And so when you complete other tasks or make your deliveries with an S ranking, you feel so accomplished. You feel like you're acting to your potential. Every step you take is worth it. For the first time in a long time, I don't feel rushed. I can take my time and take in everything. The journey's gonna be long anyway, right? Might as well enjoy it. Sometimes you need to take a breather or drink some Monster. There's something so basically satisfying from seeing this huge stack of shit on your back for what seems to be forever disappearing because you delivered it a baby S rank and upgrade your porter status. They call me Master Mover. And you get these nice little emails from people, and when you make more deliveries, they start to get more and more excited to see you. Man, it just feels good. And it's not even including the online. Big note, play the game now. If you're interested in the game, there's no better time to start playing it than now, near release. This game is kind of like Journey or Dark Souls. You get to interact with some fellow players in sort of an indirect way, except Death Stranding takes this concept and amps it up to 11. When you connect places to the chiral network, you get to see other players' structures and signs. You see their helpful signs that say, hey, this river will fuck you up, or hey, there are BTs upcoming. You can use their ladders and ropes to help traverse terrain and help them build their structures if they don't have enough materials. You get the sense that even if the game seems like an isolating experience from the outside, it's really like a team effort. It's the exact opposite of what we have right now in reality. You see Norman Reedus struggling, holding 100 kilograms of cargo, trying his best to not trip, take care of a baby, and occasionally die. You barely hear music for stretches of time, and you almost never see another human being out there in the wilderness. But you're not alone. Out there in the multiverse are so many other Norman Reeduses, and they're all going through the same shit that you're going through. Some are farther along their journey, some are right there alongside you, and some have just begun. But you are all working together to reconnect the world. I started to think of these guys as my team. We're Team Bridges. I donate supplies from time to time. Every time I run into metal or other materials, I just go to the nearest road paver and I just dump it all in there. And then one day you come back to the game and all of a sudden all the roads are paved and you get a shit ton of likes because people love your roads. The map is glistening with other players helping you out, and even in your most desperate moments, phantom versions of other players will help you out. I was once in the middle of an impromptu boss fight and a phantom player offered me some hematic grenades and blood bags which saved my fucking life. And that's the beauty of this game. This is where it all comes together, right? The story, the game design, the atmosphere, and everything just comes together. No other single-player game makes you feel so grateful for another player. But in that moment, I was like, man, I owe that dude so much. I cheered when I saw him. The story is about that. It's about Sam reconnecting America. Even though he does have magic superpowers, he isn't using them to single-handedly save America. It's not about him. It's about connecting everyone and bringing them into the fold. It's about convincing sheltered people that they can go outside and be united again. It's about overcoming fear so other people can do it too. And this message translates everywhere. The story's about working together, the gameplay's about working together, and the meaning of the game is just about coming together. Hideo Kojima said sometime before the game came out that the game is about banding together to face the negativity of the world.
そういう状況なんですけども、その世界をつないでいく、プレイヤー自分なんですけども、すごく、たった一人で道なき道を行くんですごい孤独な感じなんですよね。過酷な体験をします。社会に疑問を感じたり、コミュニティからその疎外感を感じてたりする人がいる中で、その自分を投影しながら世界をつないでいってて、実はそんな自分が他にも世界中にいっぱいいると。このゲームを遊んでる人が何百万人いるので、その人たちと間接的につながることで、その一人じゃないっていうのを感じることができると思うので、そこが一番僕の推したいところではあります。
I called bullshit. I was like, here comes another George Lucas prequel situation. This game is gonna suck or something, and people are gonna hate it. He's just gonna be Hideo Kojima, and he's gonna do something ridiculous, and people aren't gonna like it. But me, I'm loving it. It's great. The game is this really weird but really wholesome experience. You can really tell that Kojima and his team really put their all into this. Sure, you can make jokes about the premise of this game, but it's such a great concept executed at such a high level. It's a truly experimental game with a budget to accomplish all that it sets out to do. You never feel like, oh man, they compromised here because they couldn't afford this thing. It's all polished and it's all working as intended. The walking is hard because walking with 100 kilograms shouldn't be easy. The baby is annoying during tense situations because sometimes it's a goddamn baby that you end up loving because he's so cute and adorable. Hey buddy! The combat isn't super easy or intuitive because you're a fucking delivery man, not an ex-Greek god or a Indiana Jones clone. It's super immersive. I just get sucked in. Whenever I strap on that bridge, baby, it just relaxes me. It calms me to think about how to optimize my routes It's a meditative experience when I have to drop down a bridge to cross a river. I get hit with a drip of dopamine when I see that my structures are being used by other players in other games. I've even felt these effects bleed over into real life. Never have I felt so enthusiastic to help my fellow man. Death Stranding is one of my favorite games of all time so far. I can't wait to see what the rest of the game has in store for me. Also, hey, this is Flesh Monk from the future. Spoiler alert, you can fucking skate in this game. Originally, I was going to give it a 5 out of 5, but now it's a solid 6 out of 5. Game of the year, game of the decade. See you on the beach. Thank you for watching. Stay cool and stay fleshy.